Where's your friends? Did your friends leave you? What's the matter? Oh. You big puppy. I think you're just a little upset. He's a little upset.
Got my scalding water right there.
Which is what?
Which is water is supposed to be in between 150 degrees and 160 degrees. You dip the bird in there, it loosens up the feathers. Dip it in there for about maybe 10-15 seconds at the most. Then it goes right in here. This is our yard bird chicken plucker. So this works really well if the water is at the right temperature. If it's not, it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to be hard to pluck it. So got that set up over here. Over here, my processing stuff. Plenty of sanitizer wipes. Sanitize all the knives after every bird. Hi.
Well, what did you get accomplished today?
Processed another 18 birds.
And we are done for the 2020 season of chicken. Pasture-raised chicken.
And raising chicken this year in 2020 when it's good as the rest of this year has been with everything else.
Yeah.
So,
live and learn.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the Cornish cross. I like the Freedom Rangers a little bit better.
We did Cornish cross. This was our second time this year, right?
Yes.
And each time we have had a very high mortality rate with the Cornish cross.
First year with Freedom Rangers. Really like them.
Yeah, you processed Bob's last year. His Freedom Rangers.
Bob, yeah, one of our neighbors' Freedom Rangers last year. They weren't bad. They were huge compared to our Cornish cross. Last year. So,
this year, I feel like we got a really good yield as far as meat ratio, like compared to last year.
Yeah, the Cornish crosses did better meat-wise this year than last year, but
the mortality rate isn't there for
insane.
us. Yeah. So from now on, I think we're gonna be doing the Freedom Rangers or the red broilers.
40 at a time. I want to limit ourselves to 40 at a time. We could pretty much do 20 a day and still do our normal farm routine.
Yeah. So far, our parents have been able to help out during butchering days. So thanks, Mom.
Yeah, help out with watching the kids.
Yeah.
So, I mean, eventually, the kids should be all right by themselves, but time being, yes, we do need our parents up here when we are processing.
It takes a village. Definitely takes a village.
Yes. So,
what are you doing now? You're just taking the tarps off?
Taking off the tarps. Hopefully we get one more year out of them. So, and then lift up the chicken coops off the ground. So the wood will last a little bit longer, even though it's just treated lumber. And
we're going to scrub out the feeders and stuff.
We'll put bleach in the feeders, scrub them out, get them good to go.
Of course, rinsing the bleach out very well. So.
Oh, and this is my processing outfit.
Swim trunks.
I'm wearing, swimming trunks because it's insane. Like either I'm sweating through whatever I'm wearing, or just because I'm using a lot of water with the plucker or just rinsing out the birds. So it's just like I just throw on the swimming trunks. Tommy Bahama. How about that?
You gonna model them?
Yeah.
No, you have said that you prefer working in the rain, though.
Yes, I would rather process in the rain.
He said it cuts down on flies. Probably helps him stay cool, too. It is weird seeing the empty chicken tractors.
Feel very accomplished.
Yeah, but I'm not, this is the official end of the season.
End of summer.
Yeah, end of summer. Now the next phase, we already have our buck in with our girls, our older girls. And then soon we'll be drying them off to go into a dormant phase for us. Winter is our breaks, and I'm actually really looking forward to it this year.
I love winter, just because what we do on the farm, our grass is green through December.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of hard to knock what we're doing when our grass is green through December.
But like
So,
from November, December, January, and February, we're going to start having babies. Not us, but like
the goats.
the animals.
Not us this year.
Yeah, not us ever. Going into the season, I feel like we're able to focus on the family more.
Yes. That's how it is, though. I mean, farming is with the seasons, so when there is the downtime, when you're supposed to take vacations and catch up on whatever.
Rejuvenate.
Oh.
And prep
Yeah.
for a busy spring. How many babies did we have in the bucket? How many goat babies, kids?
Well, how many? There's 9 nipples on each bucket, right?
There was 12 on that one.
So we were gonna
9
have
to 12.
if we were gonna keep all our goats from last year, we were gonna have to get at least one more bucket for sure.
Yeah. So we decided to significantly
Cut our herd.
Yeah, we
Just dramatically.
downsize. We are downsizing. We're getting down to less than half of what we intended.
Yeah, but I mean that's our family needs more attention, so we're gonna try doing sheep. Sheep are supposed to be low maintenance. I mean, I'm just going off of what other farmers said, especially Greg Judy. There's someone who's telling me that he made a comment about, if you ever retired from farming and still do sheep just because they're so easy. I just want to do sheep then,
Yeah,
because they're so easy apparently.
So
we'll see.
We got 6 ewes.
Yeah.
You convinced me into getting 3 more ewes, and this is our first full year with sheep on the property,
Yes.
and we've had less issues. And
The only issue we had was what they got in the clover.
too much fresh clover causes bloat.
So.
But yeah, we'll be downsizing our goat herd even more.
Well, we're gonna keep how many moms? Or how many do we want in milk next year?
See, that's a good question because
5 maybe. We've always said like 5 or 6, but we've never had 5 or 6.
Because we always end up downsizing even more. I feel like going into the milking season for next year with 5 in milk is good.
We do have a milking machine, so I don't know. Would 5 be enough to use the milking machine?
I would say that because we started with 5 this year. I'm looking forward to the dry season.
You talking about winter?
Yeah.
Why don't you just say winter?
Because we're gonna dry up in late fall.
Oh, you're talking like dry up the moms.
Yeah, reduce the farm chores and not worry so much, and so I can focus on sign language and doing all of that fun.
Your mom was up here, and she had both cats in front of her petting them both.
Yeah.
It was cracking me up.
Everybody loves our cats. Our kitten. Hello, Willow. Hi, kitten. Next year, do you have an idea how many chickens you're going to be ordering and how far apart you're going to try to do the batches?
Yeah. Want to do 80 at a time? Did you catch that? Oh, you didn't get to see it.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, 80 at a time.
80 at a time. No. 40 at a time. 20 in this, 20 in that.
The 2 main chicken tractors that you're going to be using for next year are the A-frame type. And you'll be doing in 40 quantity per batch, 20 per chicken tractor.
Yeah.
And then we can easily do 20 in a day.
Yeah,
We know because we did it today.
Yeah. So, and the bigger ones, we'll do first.
We can always
Wait a
cycle
week,
through, right?
And then do the smaller ones. So 20 a day is, I think, is a good ratio, and it's just how many batches do you want to do? It just depends on how much chicken you want, and if we're going to be selling it or not. We didn't sell hardly any this year.
Well, we sold the Freedom Rangers, the Cornish Cross.
Yes, we sold the Freedom Rangers.
And the Cornish Cross went to family and to our freezer.
Yeah, we did sell the Cornish Cross from last year a little bit, so.
We do have kind of a standing order going into next year, though, too.
For who? Oh, Watma?
Don't name drop.
Oh.
Don't do that either. We have customers that have a standing order for chicken next year. So,
and sheep.
Yeah, and sheep. What we have been discussing is to either have available cuts per package sold by the pound here from the farm, or just going ahead and selling a full sheep to somebody and then they can figure out the processing themselves.
But we are going to process.
Hold on.
We are going to process Rambo. This is a question to you.
Okay.
We are going to process Rambo. Me and my buddy, right? Like, you want us to do it here, or do you want to take it to the?
Are you just wanting all ground lamb from Rambo then? Because
I'm not the one cooking with it. I don't really care. I'm gonna get my ground from that goat because we can't get any cuts from him because he's too old.
Right. So we have a wether that needs to go to either a new home or to the freezer. And if we were to
sell that wether as a pet,
I would. He is friendly enough. So trying to figure out what to do with that. I'm leaning more towards freezer just for that extra food security.
No, you said you wanted to do the carnivore diet. That right there is how you do the carnivore diet. You make him jerky.
See, I like vegetables too much. But we do have a really good jerky recipe.
Can you eat eggs on the carnivore diet?
Yes. Animal protein. And then our ram that we have, he's supposed to be going to the freezer after he breeds our ewes. He was in there with them for a month maybe.
Yes.
And we didn't see any action. We never saw the actual act. And we didn't mark him either with the chalk paint or whatever it is. We are going to end up putting him back in with our girls and maybe process him in November.
Yeah,
beginning of December.
Talk to Sam. Or sorry,
you name drop so
talk to
much.
My buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who's not from Romania and was not born on the 4th of July.
Sam, we appreciate you. As of today, we have seen evidence that Dolly could be possibly bred. Dolly has had mastitis on and off this season. John was able to take her to the vet the other day. We're trying to figure out what's going on with it because I'm thinking there's scar tissue in the cistern to her udder and the teat. I'm not quite sure what we're dealing with anymore. So
there's a question you can ask you two people. The way we transport our goats, especially to the vet, is I have a camper shell on the back of my truck. It's got little windows on the sides with screens. You just open them up so they have a vent. I use lawnmower ramps. I just push them together, walk the goat up the ramps, then put them in the back of the truck. That's how we transport goats. That's how we've transported sheep. I'm just curious about what everybody else is doing out there to transport their animals. We've seen a lot of interesting ways to do it.
yes.
So we're always open, to new ideas, stuff like that.
Our goat mentor, she has what she calls a goat tote, and it is a box with a door that has bars, and she is able to put it onto what is like a lawnmower trailer.
Yeah, it's a single axle trailer. They use a single axle trailer. It's a pretty nice little trailer. I say it's like 6x8 or something, or 8x8. But they put this box on there, and it doesn't look like you'd be able to fit,
There's
a couple hundred pound bucks on there.
Three grown bucks.
Able to. So.
And I am trying to convince him that we need to get a goat tote and then put a ball thing for the van.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Then I can take the goats in the van to the vet.
A ball thing, a hitch. Katie wants to put a hitch on her van.
Yeah, a ball thing.
And then we'd have to hook up something to connect lights to and stuff like that. That's the tricky part.
We'll keep you updated with what we find out about Dolly. We had the vet send off some cultures. She's proven that she's worth her weight in gold, just about. She's been the best milker that we've had. We only have 3 right now. But even with the infection, she is still able to produce 3/4 of a gallon a day. I don't want to give up on her, but I do have somebody potentially lined up to take her. But I don't want to get rid of her, and I don't want to sell her if she's sick. So I'm a little bit more in the lines where I just want to hold on to her. What are you doing now?
Filling up the feed, putting up your scissors, helping you get eggs.
Yachty. You stinky, stinky buck. After we get positive pregnancy confirmation, herd sire, his name is Yachty, he will be available for his new herd. We have been discussing whether to keep a buck on the property, and as of right now, we're leaning towards no. Like we just discussed. Significantly downsizing our goat operation because this next year we have a lot of other matters that need our attention.